Check out this beauty. Hello. Let's get that one. Ho ho ho. That's what we're here for. Beautiful British Columbia burn morels. Hello mushroomers, thank you so much for being here today. It's my pleasure to have you along for the ride. Today I'm leaving my beautiful hometown of Squamish, British Columbia, and I'll be heading south down the Sea to Sky Highway, which is a beautiful stretch of highway that acts as a main artery for Vancouver and the Lower Mainland to get out to the great outdoors. Today I'll be switching it up and I'll be leaving the great outdoors and heading to Vancouver, British Columbia to meet up with one of my longtime picking partners, Ray. Ray is just as excited as I am to get out there in search of wild mushrooms, and today we'll be checking out some of last year's wildfires to find the elusive and delicious BC burn morel. Whenever Ray and I get together, we have a ton of fun and we usually find some mushrooms. So stay with us to the end, and it's our pleasure to have you here, and let's get into it. Let's get this drive over with so we can get into the forest and look for some mushrooms. All right, we have arrived in Vancouver. Changed out the cars, just met up with Ray. Let's get in there and continue down the highway. That drive down the highway felt like it took forever, but we're finally here in the fire. We're driving along the FSR road. We're going to gain a little bit of elevation to see if we can find some morels up top. Right, the first part of the hike in was pretty boring, so I saved you having to watch that, but we're here now. Ray's up there a bit, and we're just approaching the burn. As you can see, we're in it now. Sure is nice to go for a walk after sitting in a car for 4 hours. Get the legs going and go look for some morels. Find anything, Ray? Dance. This is how it's gonna go. Thank you, my lord. Ray spotted the first patch within 5 minutes of us walking, and it was a really nice one. We ended up with about half a bucket full in a very short period of time. So nice to be out in the woods. The mushrooms we are hunting today are known as BC burn morels, most commonly. It is a species of morel. It happens after the year, happens very prolifically the year after a wildfire. When you find the right trees, the right climate, the right elevation, they're just everywhere, and it's a very delicious, great food source. You can dehydrate them very well, so you can pick a few pounds and get them set up to last you all season long. So one day in the woods could feed you for an entire year. So it's quite a unique and fun experience to be out here looking for some truly organic food. Okay, we haven't even been in here for half an hour. We're finding lots of morels at the lower elevations. Our goal today is to climb up to 1350, where we had great success there last week. Really large morels, and this just goes to show you how much a difference 1 week can make, because these were not here last week and now they're here. Let's keep climbing, see what we get. All right, this one's really cool. This is a gray morel. Very cool mushroom. It's a thick double-stemmed wall morel, so it's much thicker, very hardy, firm compared to the other morel, and in my opinion it's got a much better taste. But you'll notice much darker stipe, and then the morel stays pretty black in the early stage, but pardon me, fly in my mouth, pretty black in the early stage, but as it gets bigger it takes on this beautiful black and gray contrast, just awesome. These also come a little later in the season, which is nice. We get the first flush. Oh, there it is. But just look at that stem. Check out how thick it is. It's just a very, oh, camera's out of zoom yet. Very, very awesome morel. Personally, my favorite. Hopefully find some more of these today. Check out these triplets. Just beautiful. Beautiful morels. Ray and I will have a bit of a friendly competition today. We always like to have fun. And at the end of the day, we'll get back to the car and we'll weigh up how much each of us found and see who the day's winner is. This is just for fun. We're not competitive. Well, that could be a lie. We're slightly competitive, but it's just for fun. It adds a nice element to the day. See who can find the most morels. So that'll be exciting for the end of the video to see who comes out victorious. Here we have some beautiful blonde morels. Just starting. Haven't found too many of these today. Maybe just a handful, but gorgeous nonetheless. A beautiful little cluster, but a little bit too late. These ones are dried out, so we'll just leave them alone. And where there's one, there's generally lots more. There's another one here. Got him. Another one here. As you find one, they all just kind of start. There's some babies over there, but we're going to leave those alone. And then over here, it's really why when you spot them, there's almost always more than just one morel kicking around. So don't rush through the area. Pick the one you found and then get low to the ground and have a good look around. You'll probably be pretty happy you did. There's a little baby there. I'm going to leave that one. Let him grow, maybe come back. Amazing. Let's keep this up. And another important topic, which I don't think it's spoken about too often, is making sure you're safe out here. Always carry your bear spray. Definitely use offline maps so you know exactly where you entered and how to get out, because once you get up there and start picking mushrooms, it's very easy to get disorientated and lose left to right, north, south, east, west. And that could be dangerous, even deadly out here in the Wild West. So some sort of GPS coordinates, offline maps on your phone. Make sure your phone's fully charged and have a plan with your picking buddy at a time to meet and where to meet, so you can have a general idea of when everyone should return. Given a little bit of a grace period, of course, if they're having a great pick. All right, biggest patch of the day. Wait till you see all these. And they're monsters too. Some small ones down here. Small ones down here. Some huge ones up there. There's more over there. More up here. And we come over here. There's just some absolute beauties right along this river here. Look at the size of these. They come up here, all the way up here, and then you come into here, this little cave almost, just full of morels. Insane. Look at those two beauties in there. Just crazy. All right, my friends, check out these two beautiful morels here. Now the question I ask you, to cut or to pull? What do you think? Check out this little family of three. 3 for 1. Perfect morel. What a day so far. met back up with Ray, who's doing quite good. He's got a large bag of morels, and he just stumbled upon this massive patch, and they're just huge. And there's a ton of them. They're all the way up this hill. It's hard, the camera doesn't show it justice, but Ray's getting after them right now. I left my bucket right down there. You see the white bucket? There's a huge patch there I'm gonna go pick. And you just come up here. I'm gonna leave all these for Ray. I won't, since we're having a competition, I'm not gonna steal them on him, but I'm just blown away by how many morels are in this one spot. They just keep going and going. This is just ridiculous. And this is what you get when you do some research, you climb, you don't get discouraged, you get out in the woods, you have a good day. Ultimately, with quite a bit of luck, you're gonna come across massive patches like this. Like, check this out. Just incredible. Ray, you're gonna be very busy over here, my friend.
You don't want to see what's on the left-hand side.
Oh, wait till you come here. I guess these are good problems for us to be having right now. All right, let's see what we can get. This is exciting. We got the first hand grenade of the day. Just a monster, perfectly primed, beautiful morel. So exciting finding these ones. Oh, it's a meal in itself. Baby Morcella growing underneath its larger sibling. So neat. Well, it's been a minute since I've bumped into Ray. I saw him about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, and he had a lot more morels than me. So I did a little better in the second half of the day, but I'm assuming he continued picking as well. So I'm not too hopeful to come out of this journey victorious today, but I'm almost down, and we'll get back to the car, weigh him up, and we'll see. Made it back. It was quite the frickin' day. Covered in dirt. Brutal. Just by the first look, this is Ray's bag. It looks very full. Oh man, I have this bucket here, and then that little 1/3 of a bucket. I'm pretty sure Ray's beat me here, but we're gonna do the official weigh-in and see. All right, we got the scale. Turn her on. It's alive. Here we go, the official weighs in. Oh! Tear that. There we go, 0, 0, 0. Start with the first bucket. Can you see that? Look at all those sticks. What are we at there? We're at 4 pounds.
4 pounds plus sticks, you know, so I would call it 3.5.
Yeah, a few sticks, that's for sure. Paul's second bucket. Let's see what we get here. Tears, 0. You see that? No cheating. Bucket number 2. Where are we at there? 7.2 plus 4, so we're at 11.2. We still got a little left, Ray. 11.2 for Paul. This box weighs more, which is super strange, but let's get that to 0. Finish her off. And another 3 pounds. 14.2 pounds of Morels today. It's not a bad pick, not a huge pick, but not a bad pick for one person, especially to carry it all the way down that frickin' hill. Now have Ray here for the official weigh-in. All right, Ray's first bag, 3.6 pounds.
Wait. Let's put it more.
3.6. All right, he's gonna keep going. Let's get it. We're at 5, 6, 6.6 pounds. First box. Couple on the ground there. Get those back in.
6. Let's do 7.
Okay, we're getting up to 7. All right, Ray's 7-pound box. Let's speed this up right here. We're not cooking dinner, my friend.
All right.
Come
all
on,
right.
chop, chop.
Chop.
Nope. Look, you're cheating. Tear that. This guy, I tell you, you gotta watch this guy.
All right.
All right. So first box was 7. Second box is 3. We have him at 3.3, so 10.3 for Ray so far. 7 and 8 and 9. Ray is officially the winner.
Winner.
All right, we got a settling of 9.4 plus 7, which brings us to 16.4 to my 14.2. So Ray?
Winner. Morel dinner.
That was a ton of fun. We had a fantastic day. Thanks for hanging out with us, walking through the forest. It's time to get cleaned up in the river and get the heck out of here. Peace. Happy foraging. Ooh, it's cold. Thanks so much, Mushroomers, for watching my very first YouTube video. Please stay tuned for tons more wild mushroom adventures.